one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 18 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Fair catch called for and made. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Cook. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to move it through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Got his man downfield. Bounced off his feet.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, that can be a good change-up. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just bare. He is smashing people. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
That defender is lucky on that play. Deep route, he's lucky the QB overthrew that one.
After the misfire, now on second down. Finds his tight end. And he's a real game land.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. This time he's got it. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to pass. Still looking on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
That's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they make big plays for them.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason.
Oh, he wants it all. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Looking downfield, it's Cook. They're bringing heat. Flips it out to the back.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
On third down, he drops the throw. Lets it fly. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Now on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, wants to throw. Buying some time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing it. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Cook. Fires to the right. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Using the quick game. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Release to the back. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Missouri. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Grinding Spool. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. Fair catch called for and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making.
Snatches it on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Dances away from the heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Uncorks one to the middle. He's got an open man. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Makes the catch past the sticks. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He fires it out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He is flat slinging it. Tigers hope they can put together an offense like that Deshaun Watson-led group in 2015. It went for over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, and he was so hard to stick out. He was fun to watch, and you watch him scramble around, make plays with his legs. And this offense, it's kind of evolved over the years, and they've changed, but it's pretty much the same. They're going to feature their quarterback. They're going to throw the football, and he's usually a dang stud.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to add another. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be down.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Offense lining up quickly.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Plows through the defense. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
At midfield, he's got room. Afterburners coming. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Dropping back, it's Cook. Fires to the middle. Snags it. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the two-point conversion attempt is stopped. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. Two-possession game going for the onside kick here in the third. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to
looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
And back to the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clemson is quick to the line.
You run those routes, those curl routes just like that. Those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback checking the play. He'll start this drive firing, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
To the air, it's Cook. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Hit as he throws. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the connection. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And the pummeling has started. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Looking to throw, it's Cook. He'll take another shot here. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds. And the quarterback will live to tell about it. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going to throw deep right side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Clemson! And the route is on.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. He's looking to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He's looking to pass. Feeling some heat. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Trying to get to it. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And here comes the offense on second down. The play-action fake. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
He wants a big play here late. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot.
Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Give to the single back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He finds his man. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Maffa. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
And let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
He wants to throw. He's going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tiger. And the punishment has been extended. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Got some room to run, and he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to